Happy Monday, students. This week we are going to work on learning about the rhetorical appeals. So at this point, you have chosen your public service announcement. If you posted it by midday on Sunday, I have already taken a look at it. For the remainder of the people, I will look at your public service announcements and either approve it or not approve it within discussion board. So you should check discussion board by the end of the day to see if you have any issues with your PSA. So within that discussion board, you thought about the rhetorical situation for your public service announcement of choice. If you recall from last week, rhetorical situation really primarily dealt with the text, which is your PSA, created by an author. In this case, you're going to consider the author your nonprofit organization, whoever is the creator of your ad, for example, Mothers Against Drunk Drivers. You thought about the message and the reason for your text, so you want to give that some more thought. Why was this public service announcement created? What was it intended to do? Was it intended to change behaviors? Was it intended to bring awareness? And then who is the audience? And this is really important and is often a little more complex. Most people said pretty much everybody. And that's not necessarily, in fact, that's often not true. So you want to think about where this public service announcement was originally published. Was it meant to be a billboard? Was it meant to be a poster board, a flyer, something digital? And then where would it have been shown? So you may need to do a little thinking and a little digging on that. So you want to not take the easy way out and say, oh, everybody, because that's not usually the case. And then what is the context? In other words, what prompted this public service announcement to come into existence? Why was this topic so important? All right, so now you're on to what we call the rhetorical appeals of ethos, logos, and pathos, which we may have run across at some point. This is how a creator or an author makes an ad, a picture, a book, a message, an argument, how it makes it appealing to that particular audience. In other words, what's going to convince them? So if we come down, if you remember, let me go all the way to Thursday's announcement. We have logos being factual based. So this is all that factual information that you'll see in your ads. 99% of this, or most trash ends up in the ocean, or smoking kills, 90% of everybody who smokes is going to die of lung cancer. Whatever. Those are what we call appeals to logos. Appeals to ethos has to do with credibility. So can you believe what you see? And if you can, why? You want to think about why. What makes it believable? And then finally, what kind of emotion is going on within your public service announcement? So let's go back to our current announcement. The mini lesson goes over what kinds of ways are your appeals of ethos, logos, and pathos. How are they going to be expressed? So we know what they are. What might you see? So I want you to go and read through these, possible ways that you might see it in your ad. You've got 3 assignments. I need to make sure you know that your virtual attendance assignment is due early this week on a Tuesday. Keep that in mind. It's due on a Tuesday by midnight, and it is a discussion board. So that means you want to get cracking on that right away. You have a data collection worksheet on your specific ad, the one you posted at discussion board Sunday night. That's your ad. That's what you're writing your essay on. That's due Thursday. And then you're going to give me a very rough outline for your essay by Sunday night. All right, so let's take a peek in this folder. If we come to week 6, got the same information here, so you can't miss it. So watch this short video. It'll refresh your memory on ethos, logos, and pathos. You can re-look at this PowerPoint. I have it here again. Read through this handout on the rhetorical situation and the rhetorical appeals. As you work through, this is just a reminder, kind of a refresher guidance handout. As you work through your Surfrider Foundation ad for your virtual attendance assignment. So this is similar to last week's, more focused on I want you to really kind of dig in more to part 3, just like last week's. But in part 3, you're going to really work ethos, logos, and pathos. Each one should be about 5 sentences long, okay? You've got an ad here from the Surfrider Foundation. Here's their website. And as all your discussion boards, you're going to do an original post, and then you're going to reply to 2 classmates with substantive posts. All right. Then here are your worksheets that are due at the end of the week. You've got your, this is your data collection worksheet, and this is your outline worksheet. All right.